I don't know. Now a flute. At least I don't have to do all this back-breaking work like I had to do on the trombone. But look at this. Ugh. Yikes. Okay, let's get it over to the bench. Ugh. All right, our next step is to take this flute and completely disassemble it. It's kind of halfway disassembled because some of the keys fell off. So let's get to work. Check this out. Isn't that cool? I love this thing. Saves you from going and jerking around your wrist. A lot of times these screws are just really stuck. Well, we're good. Do this. This is a flute screw board for all the little screws so you don't lose them and they stay organized. So this one goes right in this big giant hole that I made right here. Next one is this side key right here. Look at that. A couple of more keys on the upper joint. Go with the G key and then the G sharp. Up next is to fit this head joint that won't even go in. This is a head joint mandrel. Just goes on like that. Fit it onto this mandrel. Flatten out the high spots and roll it out a little more. So, this is all the fun stuff. Man, how'd they get it that bad? Okay, let's see. It might start to fit now. Almost starting to fit. That's good. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, that shrunk it down quite a bit. All right, we're gonna pull this out of the soup here. Should be a lot cleaner. Oh, look at that. Wow, looks better. Sure does look a lot better, doesn't it? Look at that.
No cake, I assume?
No cake, no. Boy, that horn looks a million times better already. Look at that. This is going to look like almost a new flute when we're done. Grind it off. Same thing with the keys. Bring these over, and we're going to put it in the dunk. Bye!
Oh, thanks, man. Well, this is for cold sores. And this one's just lip reduce small size, because we do large size, and this is for cold sores. This is lip repair for cold sores, and here's lip recovery, chaps. And this is lip quench, just for everybody. All right, take care. Good to see you.
Of course, thank you so much.
Let's start off with the Silvo. Get some Q-tips. This is what this does. Oh man, this Silvo just works great. Look at that silver. So I'm going to do this to the entire instrument. All right, guys, now that this flute is all nice and cleaned and polished, we're going to go over to the silver tank and get the keys out, clean them up. Let's go. Let's see what damage this did. Oh, that's a lot better. Look at that. All right, for the next part, I bet you guessed it, polishing up the keys. Man, does it looks great. Make a key like that, for example. Ooh, look at that. I can see my reflection. There is a certain step, pardon my French, but it's a real royal pain in the ass. I hate doing it, and I'm sure a lot of people hate doing it. I know a lot of repairmen skip this important step, but I think it's really important to do, and it's removing the key pins. See how this is on the rod? It's secured by a key pin, which I'm going to show you in a second here. I usually can get it out with these pliers, but if I can't, I use my trusty old Fereeze key pin removal tool. Really important step, because you get some moisture in there, it's going to rust. It's not a stainless rod. There it goes. There. All gummed up. So that's what removing the key pin is. And then you can actually get in there and get the polish in there. So then I just clean this up. It's very tedious and very time consuming. All right, that key's good. Let's get this key. Get some oil, and then put this back together. There we go. Look for the hole if you can find it. That's why I wear these goggles. You can see how tedious and time consuming this is, and this is why this kind of repair is basically an overhaul without putting new pads in. If you charge them by the hour, it'd be, $300-400 to do this. I can't charge that because people can't afford that, don't see the value in it, but I'm trying to show you what the value is. It's a big deal. And let's find the foot joint keys. Here's one key, and we're going to reinstall where the mark is, just like that. Should be good. All right, that's one. Let's see when I finish them. I like to use the same glue that Con Selmer uses. If it's good enough for Selmer, it's good enough for me. And the small pads. Oh, just the 3 small pads. And I replaced, I'll show you in a second, since I'm done with this. I replaced these 3 pads. It's a little bit different from the other ones, but it'll work. Right here. Last but not least, let's put this pinky cork on. Drop of oil on the rod. Start with the G-sharp key. There we go. Do not try this at home. Okay, let's just fit this head joint. Perfect. Not too tight and not too loose. This flute looks a lot better, doesn't it? What do you think, people? Great.